that little bitch alone, it was for the better. Popping them Perkins and it's when I'm alone, it's for the better. Brick on my jeans, brick on my shoes, they made out of leather.
Hey man, stay safe world here. You already know what's going on. Another year, another allegation of Smokepurpp apparently biting someone else's flow. We're gonna get into all this, man. Before we do though, I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, subscribe, and let's run it up, man. So basically, over the week, Yeat basically has been super active on YouTube and YouTube shorts and shit, and then he basically clowned Smokepurpp for even attempting to get the Yeat sound. Like, at first I was looking at this video and I was like, damn, Yeat's doing a song with Smokepurpp? Damn, I guess Yeat doesn't really care. Like, Yeat's just trying to make music or something. Like, he's just a vibe. Like, he's just trying to broaden his horizons. And then I look closely and this man literally is making fun of Smokepurpp. And I don't know if y'all gotta do all that. You know Smokepurpp's career is struggling, man. You know this man don't have the sauce like he used to. I mean, even when he was first coming up, I feel like Purpp had hella allegations that like he was stealing Cardi's sound. I think people were saying he was stealing like Uno the Activist's sound also. Even like a little bit of Lil Pump sound and shit. Like, people were always saying that throughout his career, and I feel like it is kind of his fault for making music that is similar, and possibly you could say that he was biting people's flows. But I really feel like at the time, like, that was kind of probably like the popular shit and the man didn't even realize. But I don't even know if you could use that excuse, because this shit sounds exactly like Yeat, man. Like, this man didn't even care to like try to switch it up or nothing. And it's not like the same type of thing where like Autumn sort of like got Yeat's flow, but like that wouldn't even make sense because Autumn was kind of the reason why Yeat's even big in the first place. So I feel like out of everyone, he could use the flow, because I feel like Yeat kind of got a little bit of his flow from Autumn. But this is completely different. Like, this is like someone that's not even from the same scene, who's from the scene years ago, basically stealing the flow. And I don't know how many people be listening to this man's music anymore. I mean, he's kind of a relic of the SoundCloud era. I mean, I'm guessing he still be having fans, kind of like Wi-Fi's funeral and shit, and like those people. But as you've seen with the Kid Trunk situation, anyone that was associated with that Florida underground scene is basically going outside, man. You got niggas like Kid Trunks faking cancer and shit. Like, everyone from that scene has fallen off. And I feel like Smokepurpp, I mean, he hasn't fallen off as much as some people, but he's kind of like the clown of the SoundCloud scene, because whenever people think of falling off, they use this man as like a fucking like statistic. They say Smokepurpp sold 5,000 units or whatever, and like they compare people, how far people fell off to Smokepurpp. So it kind of sucks to be in that type of situation. He got to do something. I don't know if he be stealing the flow just to be relevant and have people looking at his music or some shit. The song sounds hard, but obviously it sounds hard because it's a Yeat clone song. And it's just kind of sad. Like, this man, I feel like that's kind of the issue with when you blow up. But it's like, I don't even know if Smokepurpp really had hits like that. Did he have hits like that? Let me know in the comments. But it's like, he had that one song, Audi. But my point is, like, when you blow up to a certain level and you're a household name, like, anything you do is gonna be like scrutinized. And on top of that, like, if you don't like keep going crazy with the amount of numbers you're gonna do, people are gonna automatically say you fell off. Like, niggas be saying Roddy Ricch fell off and he sold 60K or something. This is like more double than what NBA Youngboy and fucking The Baby sold in their last project. So it's like, the fans are super fickle, you feel me? Like, they're gonna say you fell off either way. But in this case, I definitely feel that Smokepurpp fell off heavy. If he's like, he's kind of a non-factor. No one gives a fuck, because his fame kind of drastically fell. And that could be a good thing or a bad thing, especially if you're an independent artist. You could be making all the money yourself, but I doubt he's an independent artist like that. So I don't know. He just has to find a way to connect to viewers and shit, like the way that he was. I mean, like, I don't really think people are probably listening to it. Whatever bots are on his profile or whatever, it's probably like going crazy listening to that shit. I don't know if actual humans are listening to it. So, you know, the man is probably desperate, especially if he owes hella money to his label for selling 5,000 units. Like, at least he hasn't been shelved. I mean, like, he probably be selling lots of shows, and he probably has more fans than we realize. They just aren't tapped into the new music or care about the new music. But he's trying to connect, and you can't blame him. But it's like blatantly stealing someone else's style. Like, you can use that same energy, copying Yeat's cadence and flows and shit like that to make your own style, you know? Like, that should be the move, to like create something new. But that brings me back to the point of, once you're already so big and you're known for one style, it's super hard to evolve, especially when you're behind the curve and people don't, you're going against the stream, you feel me? Like, people aren't trying to listen to your shit, so you have to fight to make people listen on top of that. So it's kind of difficult. Like, it's not like a Playboi Carti situation where everyone was already listening to it. He doesn't give a fuck because he already has enough fans to sell 100K or whatever first week. So if you think about it, when he changes up his whole like dynamic and everything, it's a lot easier for him because his fans are gonna fuck with it like from the jump, because they're trying to listen to what he's dropping, and then they'll be able to decide whether or not they like it. And in the end, it took a lot of time and effort, so it sounds good. On the other hand, Smokepurpp though isn't like that type of situation. This man has to fight against people saying that he fucking fell off, fight against people that just don't give a fuck about this shit anymore. And it's just, I don't know, it's just difficult, man. As the years go on, he's falling further and further and further, and there's a real disconnect. It's like, man, if he wanted that same like type of energy, like, he should have just got Yeat for real on the feature, you feel me? Like, he should have just got Yeat on the song instead of copying his whole flow and type of beats and everything, man. Like, that shit, like, no one's really gonna connect with that, you feel me? Like, the only people that are gonna connect with it is what few fans you have left. But I haven't yet to see a diehard Smokepurpp fan in a minute, man, and I never honestly really did. But I just feel like maybe he just did it for publicity, like on the Soul Train shit, and just dropped a really fucking like, I was thinking about this the other day. Imagine if you just dropped the most trash song ever. That shit could probably go platinum just by people hating on it, you feel me? Like, the way YouTube and the algorithm works, if people all comment and they say that it's trash and shit, you know, it could really just fucking do that shit. It could blow up. So maybe he should try that type of like move instead of copying other people's flows, because it's like, where are you really gonna get, like, you really think that song's gonna blow up if you sound like someone else? That's like the same type of shit as the Carti shit, and then copying Ballet's flow and all the flows that this man has copied, man. But hey, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know if this man was probably making this shit. He created the flow. Let me know if you think Smokepurpp created the Yeat flow before Yeat. Let me know. If you fucking think that he copied this shit, let me know. And if you think he fell off, let me know. And if you don't think he fell off, and you think that this nigga is gonna go platinum next time he drops an album or some shit, let me know in the motherfucking comments. You already know, man. We gonna have a discussion and shit. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe and shit. You already know. Real stay safe shit. Peace.